Plunderstorm is back after a long wait, and by long wait, I also mean that long-ass reset that hit yesterday. We got some new trading post items, a few other things to get into. Let's talk some news here. So yes, Plunderstorm is back live. Thank you. By the way, thank you for the sub. They follow Meller Gaming. I appreciate that, and Conicia with the sub, coming in quick. If you aren't seeing Plunderstorm game mode at your character selection screen, you may need to exit the game, update your launcher if necessary, and close and restart the launcher, then log into WoW to see your favorite minigame. Yeah, Plunderstorm. It has returned, in fact. Oh, what are you doing out there? Playing some Plunderstorm? No, you're now watching an ad. An ad for me, an ad for the giveaway. That's right, the double mount giveaway is now live on my stream. All you got to do to enter is watch 1 hour of my shitty stream to get a point to enter the giveaway, where you can pick 2 mounts off the BNet store that could be yours. I'm live 5 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. Check me out. Get your point. Plug your ears. You don't got to listen to me. You don't got to watch me. Just be around here, get your point, and enter into the giveaway. There are a few new details to it, 4 new abilities, I believe, 2 of which are like mobile abilities, and the other 2 which are, offensive abilities. New lobby experience, smoother operator. Players who plunge into the battle will find that improved experience. They're saying that the game is now running better. Prepare to plunder. Yes, Plunderstorm, all in all, is much more fun. No more renown. New spells, as I said, offensive and utility spells. Also, a practice mode now in Plunderstorm. Upgrades for your spells and abilities. Tons of stuff. A spectating mode as well. And, of course, the new recolors, the purple loot, and all that. And Pepe the Dreadlord participating in every event, as he always does, because he is, in fact, a Dreadlord. Twitch drops are live. They're live right now. You can see them, collecting 4 hours of watching this shitty stream. We'll give you a nice little backpack. We talked about this before. The little target on your back. It's a recolor of a trading post item that was once available. So sit in here, be the degenerates you are. Watch some Twitch and get yourself a little bit of something extra. Talking about the bee. That's right. We talked about this bee just a little bit before. Well, there's an easier way to get it than I'd previously told you guys. If you guys don't know, to get this bee, you essentially got to run 4 time-walking dungeons for 5 weeks. That's right. This whole event, this time-walking event, is going on the Turbulent Timeways for 7 weeks. Of those 7 weeks, you got to do at least 4 dungeons, 5 weeks, to get yourself this Mastery of the Timeways stack, which you get by completing 4 stacks of Knowledge Timeways, which you get every time you complete 1 dungeon, okay? There's a special way to do this, though. If you have an alt that you don't play that often, maybe this alt has just been sitting there collecting dust. Maybe he's the one that you did in Miss Pandaria remix event. You know, I have one named, his name is Furicus, okay? Because you guys maybe fucking name him that. But anyways, you can collect this buff by only running 1 dungeon a week. Yeah, there's a little secret here. So this little buff here doesn't fall off if you're logged off. So if you have an alt that you don't want to play that much, you can go ahead and run 4 dungeons. Damn, Alex, 1,000 bits. What the shit? Thank you, man. What's going on with you guys? Hype train pumped today. You guys are ready for some Plunderstorm. If you collected 4 of the buff, right? So you got the Mastery of Timeways. You then log off on that alt. Then you return on that alt the next week and run 1 dungeon. That's all it takes. 1 dungeon to basically rebuff yourself and then log back off. Do that, rinse and repeat that for 5 weeks, and you will get the Bumblebee mount, right? Without having to do 4 every single week. You only have to do 1 every week beyond the first week that you did 4. So a cute little trick there, you know, for you lazy degenerates who don't want to go out and do this the right way. Blizzard hasn't hotfixed this or anything, so yes, if you have an alt that you're not going to play, you can't play him, because if you play him for more than 2 hours, the buff's going to fall off. But if you want to do this, you can go ahead and do it this way. The Lunar New Year mount. Yes, we talked about this. We saw what it was going to be, but now we actually have the kind of look of it, the actual renderings and everything else. So here it is, the big Snake Boy mount. You actually get this with your 6-month sub, which is a pretty damn cool one. Let's see how it finally looks. This is the mount special. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, so we got the Year of the Dragon, this is. Oh, wow, that looks great. So this is a mount. It's a play, basically, on the Serpentine mounts that we've seen before. We all got that little Sperm Boy mount back when Shadowlands came out, if you pre-ordered that. But yeah, this is a nice-looking one. Man, that mount special looked freaking amazing. I want to see it again bigger here. Let's see this. Wow. Wow, that's a glorious mount special. Look at that with the fireworks and the dragon. It's a cool looking mount. If you sub for 6 months, you're automatically going to get this, as well as the little classic snaky pet. for your classic WoW Andes out there. So nice little package there for those of you who are loyally subscribed for 6 months. Such a strong support for this hype train. Level 4. Damn, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate that. Season 2 of Mythic Plus. So there's dropping some changes. New dungeons are being tested today, starting with the Priory of the Sacred Flame, Dark Flame Craft, Cinderbrew Meadery, and the Rookery. I'm not going to talk about all these changes specifically, but I do want to get into a little bit of the philosophy that Blizzard revealed here with some of these changes. They said they've recently been focused on making adjustments to 2 parts of Mythic Plus experience in Season 2, The War Within. First, we'd like to slow the pace of combat to allow more coordination when groups are faced with dangerous casters. We've generally increased the cast time of more dangerous spells and removed, simplified, or slowed the casts of others. So that's good. Making it a little bit easier. Slower cast times means more time to interrupt. This means that Johnny over there who's parsing in the fucking corner might have enough time to actually get a fucking interrupt off and help the group in a meaningful way, besides parsing to only be third on the DPS chart. Yeah, that shit happens all the time. Secondly, we've also reviewed the frequency of tank buster mechanics throughout our dungeons. We'd like to generally reserve this gameplay for more dangerous creatures and dungeon bosses. So we've removed some of the instances of tank damage.
Samiccus points from yesterday's stream end.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I will give you guys another point for sure. I'm just going to wait for this news to end, and then you guys will get another point for the giveaway. That's right. The giveaway is still live for sure. As I was saying, less tank busters. That's also good because, you know, tanks are squishy right now. We're squishy little bitches. Blizzard doesn't like us anymore, so they've made us squishy. So less tank busters, that's also a good thing. Basically, if you take a little snapshot of this philosophy here that Blizzard laid out in the blue post, they're trying to make it easier. They're trying to make it easier. Hopefully they got in the memo. Season 1, way too difficult. It was a complete and utter shit show. The least participation probably in a long time. We saw that less than 50% of people participating at least doing a +2 or more. So, yes, make it easier, Blizzard. That's the key. Make it easier and it'll be more fun. Hopefully they'll continue to kind of make these kinds of changes to make it that much easier for everybody. A new way to earn Valor Stones is also showing up in 11.1, besides the wonderful new Season 2 of Mythic Plus that we'll be getting that'll hopefully be better than Season 1 was. We're also getting a new way to earn Valor Stones. That's right, it's called the Chet List. And this is part of the new concierge service at the new, what's it called, Incontinental Hotel. That's right, this is a hotel that's going to exist in the Undermined City. And you'll be able to actually run around and do little tasks off of this list. So you'll be able to pick 4 tasks. Each task will reward you with 10 Valor Stones when you turn it in. And then once you've completed 4, you can turn in the completed Chet list for another 250 Valor Stones. This will be a nice little catch-up here. Maybe you've got enough crests, you want to upgrade one more time, and you can't figure out a way to go get some Valor Stones. Well, this will be a nice quick way to do it, a nice solo play way to get it done. This is a once-a-week thing. You'll be able to complete the list and turn it in for the 250. I'm not sure if you'll be able to do any of the other 8, because there are 8 of these to complete, to get another 10 each, maybe. But in terms of completing it and turning it in for 250, that's a once-a-week thing. But a nice, another way to get some Valor Stones in the game. Data mined trading post. This trading post looks like it's going to be absolutely glorious. What are we doing today? We're doing some Plunderstorm. We're going to get into that, do some fun stuff with that. Should be a good time. I'm undefeated in Plunderstorm, so we'll see if that streak continues. The 11.1 PTR has shown us some nice new stuff coming in the trading post, and this trading post looks absolutely glorious. You guys remember this mount? I lost my shit when I saw it. It's glorious. It looks great. Looks like that typical jousting Renaissance mount. We don't have a lot of these. You know, Paladins do. I always felt like Paladins had the jousting mount because they have their Paladin mount. Now we're all going to get one. This is beautiful. I love this mount. I'm definitely buying this off the trading post. Mounticus, that's right. Carpeticus, okay. This mount itself, how much is this one going to cost? This is the Dark Moon Charger, 575 Trader's Tender. So a couple Trader's Tender, a bunch of mounts actually available. We got the Unicorn Boy here, the Snail Boy. This is actually a good looking one too. This is a good trading post for mounts in general. We got the purple variation of this one. I'll be purchasing both of these. And the butterfly ones for all of you fairy IPers out there, or RPers out there. Besides that, we have a few other mount variations that currently don't have prices on them. This cool looking dark variation and this white one of the Dark Moon Fair mount, as well as 2 different variations on the butterfly. No prices on these. Maybe these show up in a different trading post, but for now, these are the ones that definitely we're going to get. We also get the Monarch Butterfly Transmogs. We see this one and this one, 2 different color variations, followed by a bunch of different weapons and things. Very fairy-esque. Honestly, this feels like a very springy like spring season trading post in the middle of the winter. It's absolutely freezing here in Michigan right now. I don't want to go outside. Luckily, I don't have to right now. So besides that, there's this one, the Frost Dwellers Transmog, which I love. This reminds me of Radagast. This is literally Radagast from Lord of the Rings in-game. If you don't know who he is a mage who essentially gets high all the time and is constantly surrounded by plants and everything else. So yeah, this cool-looking Transmog here, if you want to RP as Radagast, this is the way to do it for sure. Yeah, I bet it would be freezing cold in Canada. It's fucking Michigan, not Canada. Jesus Christ. Moving on to here, we got different color variations on this. A few other mushroomy-looking axes and stuff. That's nice. And then a little transmog here that also fits with this, looking like a birdie boy. Okay, that's not bad. A few different axes, different offhanders here. This one's interesting. A little, what is this, condom bandana or something? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, if you want to be a Zaro, I guess you can RP as that. That looks pretty decent. And that is it. Other than that, we got some boots, camo, plum, other things. Nice looking trading post. Probably one of the better looking trading posts. And what's important about this trading post is you can use your plunder to convert to trading post tender. That's right. Trader's tender can be gotten via conversion from your plunder. I forgot to mention this yesterday, but this is important. So it looks like you can get a plunder bag of 250 Traders Tender with 1,000 plunder from the Plunderstorm event, or 500 Traders Tender with 4,000 plunder from the event. So there you go. You want to go ahead and run Plunderstorm to get some trading post items? Could be a good way to do it. Again, no renown track this season, so plunder will be what you're using to get the items. So make sure you have enough. Maybe you want to save it up, get all the mounts you want from the Plunderstorm event before you start converting it over to Trader's Tender. But all in all, it's an option if you want to use it. And that is all in terms of news.